It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tripped up for the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Snowed under by the defense.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there, expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
And the Hokies will punt this one away. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. He stopped in his tracks, and boy, were they ready for the jet sweep. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the ground, it's Hawkins. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
The Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first.
Got a little grass. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. Bulldozes his way through. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. This is a designed run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose again.
Running inside, it's Taylor. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal.
They put on the heat and they blocked it. And this one's going to be good anyway. They got a fingernail on it. Just think if they hadn't clipped their nails, they would have had just enough to block it. And that lead grows even bigger. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pocket breaking down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He turns that loose down the right side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The tag. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
Complete out of the backfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Touchdown, Hokies! Fitted in the window for the score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. To throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Tracy. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Headed outside, it's Taylor.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Keeps it on first down. Inside the 40. No, he got loose. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Taylor. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We reached the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a 2 and getting the football back.
Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long... There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Thompson. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give is to Taylor. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go right back to the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Taking it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Hokies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Fires to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Taylor has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. Finding some room. The 30. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota.
All game long, this guy's been putting his toolbox on display. He's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got vision. That's another long touchdown run, David. And he made no bones about it earlier in the season. He said, I want to win the Doak Walker Award. He's putting up numbers today that are going to help him do that.
Yeah, this will go a long way. Already over 100. Now add this big, long touchdown run. The defense better find some answers because I'm just going to keep giving it to them over and over again until they solve the problem.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Hawkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. The give is to Taylor. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you've got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.